Y'all hit that like button, subscribe. Hey, I ain't never get to touch on BG speaking on Lil Wayne on the Breakfast Club while he ain't show up for the Verzuz Cash Money versus No Limit. You heard me? And BG said Wayne got sick and he didn't even get to do his own show. And he was supposed to come. That's why Swiss Beats did the show and all that stuff.
And Wayne there. That's the question everybody wants.
I talked to Wayne yesterday, man, and I talked to Wayne the morning before, right? You know what I mean? The morning before the Verzuz, and Shorty wasn't feeling good, man. You know what I mean? So because he had a concert at Dre's the same night, and he canceled that as well.
Cap. Wayne ain't gonna just call BG and tell him that. We ain't seen no show that got canceled on the same day when they had the Verzuz. So he'll call you and tell you that we ain't never see Wayne apologize to his fans for not coming to the show. I ain't talking about the Verzuz. I'm talking about his own show. So he had a show in the same city, because how he was gonna do the Verzuz if he had a show in the same city? So that don't make sense. So we need to see him apologizing to the fans. We ain't see the promoter apologize to the fans. But he called BG and he was sick. We ain't seen him go to no hospital. TMZ ain't got no pictures. No paparazzi got no pictures. Him coming in or coming out. So he just checked out with nobody seeing him. But he called BG and told him I was sick. He was never coming to no Verzuz. He don't rock with Birdman and them like that. Y'all can't tell? He ain't feeling that hot boy era. He not feeling that. He don't give a fuck about what money he can make or what he can make from doing it. It don't matter. He want to move past that hot boy era. That's why he ain't even finished out the tour. Ticket sales went down. And then you take Turk off, ticket sales going even more down. You got to add Jadakiss, Beanie Siegel, Freeway, which that's not a good match. Why would you, if you No Limit, if you Cash Money, New Orleans, why would you add Philly and New York rappers? That's not a good matchup. If it's a Jadakiss concert, you don't add Gucci Man, you know what I'm saying, and Lucci. What? They don't even mix. So, because the type of crowd that's going to come see Cash Money don't listen to Jadakiss and Freeway and Beanie Siegel and, you know what I'm saying, Young Guns, all of them there. State Property. But I know Swiss, he tried to make some things happen, but Swiss knew he wasn't coming. Why Swiss ain't never come out and say, yeah, Wayne was sick, and that's why he ain't come. Sorry we let y'all down. So you let fans down on both ends. You ain't apologize to no fans for the Verzuz or for your own show. We ain't seen now fan whine, because fans don't do that. When they spend money and then the artist on show, they make posts and all type of shit. They be on his posts and everything. Man, I spent $150, $100. I want my money back. And all this shit there. We ain't seen no promoter post saying, we're going to refund your tickets, but we're going to believe the cluck that's been on dog food since 98, 97. Been playing with his nose since LT died. Come on, man. We can't believe nobody that mixed their DNA with Brooke. So, yeah, BG just capping. Now, he trying to cover up for the squad, so you can't blame him for that. But all you got to do is use your brain, and, that's a lie. Just like how he covered up for Birdman, and he lied about that when he was standing still on stage. Man, he's shell. YB got Birdman all the way out there, man. Got his nose all out there, man. Come on, man. Birdman think it's 98 hanging with BBG and 4K Trey and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? He feel like he could take 5 to 8 perks and smoke all that gas, and he acting more crazier and gangster, talking more violent. You understand? So that's all Birdman caring about. YB don't even realize the power he got over Birdman right now. But it's a lot of different reasons why Wayne ain't rocking with this hot boy or this Birdman. But one, you can look at it like this right here. I ain't saying it's facts, but he could be thinking like, I'm not gonna have my moment on Versus with the Hot Boys and No Limit when I can do this shit by myself. Or like when I'm going against whoever, I'm already gonna perform most of my songs. I'm not finna nah. I'm gonna have my moment on a solo type of time. People feel like that. I don't want to share the spotlight with y'all. I don't want to, thinking on this high horse. So you got that way of thinking. Now I say it's more personal. I feel like Wayne just growing up and he realizing Birdman was a snake. You got to think that's a hard pill to swallow. To know Birdman played him with the contract, played him with the money. He had to end up paying him 50 million plus. Uh, got his hands in. He get all the credit or get half the credit with the Young Money thing. Like Drake and Nicki Minaj was his artist, but they came over there for him when they didn't come over there for Birdman. They came over there for Wayne. You got that. Then you try to get me knocked off. That's a hard pill to swallow. Nigga trying to get you knocked off. He hearing what Thug saying. He hearing what Roscoe and them saying. Then Wayne can think Birdman got his daddy knocked off. Rabbit. Have BG telling that story? It looked like Rabbit wanted to sign his own son to his own label. I ain't saying it's true or nothing like that. So it's alleged. Everything I'm saying fake and a lie. It's allegedly, and everything I'm saying I'm lying, making up stuff. But it seemed like Rabbit wanted to take his own son and do his own thing after he seen his talent, and they was gonna take off like that. He was gonna put the money behind him like that. But Birdman was like, he don't know what to do with him, and he not gonna understand. He need to be with us, or he ain't gonna let him sign this type of deal. So we need to get him up out the way. You got to think if Birdman already done invested into Wayne, they done dropped the album, they done made a group, they done made an album with BG, BGs. Everybody telling Birdman, well, that nigga got potential. That little nigga right there, he got potential. He gonna be something. And then for Wayne's stepfather, because it's not his real dad. It's not like that's his real dad. But Wayne mama love him to death, and Wayne love him. So he got a lot of pull, a lot of power over Wayne. Mama and them, Wayne mama and them, they gonna let Rabbit do what he want to do with Wayne. Cause Rabbit got Wayne best interest. So if Rabbit want to pull him and start his own thing, cause you got to think, why Birdman and Slim wouldn't feel some type of way if Rabbit set back and seen how Birdman did it, because they did the album first, and then Rabbit thought like, oh, I can do it on my own too. I see the talent. I helped shape him. I see the talent, so I'm gonna let you do the little groundwork. And now that I see he can make songs and stuff, I'm gonna take him back from y'all. That's disrespect. You a feel some type of way. Rabbit didn't come to Birdman and be like, hey, let's do some business. Or make me an offer and I give him to you. So if you're a real street nigga, you're a stepper, you're a kingpin in the streets, you're gonna feel some type of way about that because it ain't like Rabbit pulled Wayne back before Birdman put all the blessings on him and they done made an album and stuff like that and shaped them up and you know. So yeah. Why wouldn't you call your hitters or have a conversation? Get one of the real hot boys or somebody else, or it could be somebody from their hood over there, or wherever he from, Rabbit from, and get the man knocked out. It's not like as Wayne real dad. So yeah, Wayne would feel some type of way. Just make it look like Rabbit owes somebody some money, or Rabbit robbed somebody, or somebody robbed Rabbit, or whatever. Make it look like that. And yo, if you on Birdman, if you Birdman, Birdman not wrong. Sometimes you gotta do bloody business because he gonna look at how we do things, then try to steal our format and the work we done put in with him, the time, the studio time, and then he think he gonna take off with that. That's our investment. He ain't paid us back none of the money that we invested to Wayne, none of the time or nothing. then try to offer a deal, just gonna pull them away. So they like the only thing really in between Wayne and us is him living. Think about it. You don't think it was worth knocking Rabbit down? All the millions, all the records sold that Wayne did. So that was a good move. If we Birdman on his end, that was a good move. That was a good business move right there. So you'll take that same way of thinking when it comes to Rich Homie Quan. It's just a little more harder with Rich Homie Quan because it's not New Orleans. It's not back in the day. Social media, cameras, niggas talking, got involved more. You know what I'm saying? Your main hitters, they locked up or dead, or you don't rock with them no more. So you got other hitters, but them for you. You let nigga in Atlanta handle that little work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Wayne could feel some type of way about that. Because Wayne can look at Rabbit like, that's my real daddy, though. That's my real daddy. We don't know how a Rabbit family feel. They won't come to the internet. What they think happened. Let's talk to Rabbit cousins and them. Yeah, a brother or uncle or whoever. How they feel about it. New Orleans know what's going on, but it ain't no need to. But since BG keep bringing it up, he did it on Drink Champs. He did it on Breakfast Club. Since you keep mentioning Rabbit, let's talk about Rabbit then. We could put Rabbit in the algorithm now. We keep making documentaries, video, blog, yeah. So yeah, man. It just don't seem right. How BG explain it, it don't seem right. They don't need to let BG talk about that. BG need to tell people, stop asking how Wayne got the cash money. Y'all already know the story. Because BG make it seem like Rabbit got knocked off by Birdman. That's how you make it seem. But I'm not saying that. And everything I'm saying is alleged. And yeah, Birdman ain't never been questioned by the police. I don't think he ain't never been picked up. He ain't never been charged. So we can't really put that blood on Birdman's hand. But it just seemed like that's how it went down. Yeah, it seemed like that. But it ain't stamped. So we can't roll with it. We can't roll with it now. But we so can't think it though. It makes sense. It makes sense.
You know, me and Wayne was a group called the BGs. You know what I'm saying? The first BG's album was me and Wayne as a group. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, God bless the dead, rest in peace to Rabbit. You know, when before Rabbit got killed, you know, he ended up, you know, he wanted to invest in Wayne himself and you know, put, you know, Wayne out, you know what I'm saying, himself. So he ended up, you know, taking Wayne from Cash Money. And then that's when, you know, Baby and Slim decided to just drop the Z and just call me BG. You know what I mean? So that's where the BG come from. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, me and Wayne started as a group called the BGs, Baby Gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And then when Rabbit ended up getting killed, Miss Sita. That's baby brother, Rabbit? Nah, Rabbit, nah, that's Wayne's stepdaddy. Okay. That's what Wayne always talking about in the songs. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Rabbit. And yeah, that's his stepdad. So once when Rabbit got killed, you know, Miss Sita ended up, you know, letting Wayne, you know, come back to the label, and then that's when we, you know, formed the Hot Boys.
Same shit that you could say, or one could say, he pulled on Peanut. Peanut was in the way, trying to sign Rich Homie Quan. He in the way with think it's a game. He like the middleman. He keeping Rich Homie Quan from signing to Rich Gang, and yeah. So we need to get him up out the way. We already know Rich Homie Quan got the talent, but he ain't built like that. So once we get him up out the way, it's gonna scam straight. He gonna fuck with us. It just, you know, when that situation took place, a lot of shit in Atlanta went left. A lot of niggas jumped in the beef. Rollo, he jumped in the beef. JT, the bigger figure, he was rocking with Nut hard.
Hey, my nigga, bigger figure, man. Fuck you up, nigga. Fuck wrong with you.
JT, he was doing the movies, independent game. Just before he started his own website where you can buy DVDs from, or you can get the movies from. So he had Independent Game 1, Independent Game 2, Man, and all them. So Peanut was in there, Thug was in there, a lot of artists was in that movie. Everything was all good. They fell out, but JT to build a relationship with Nut more so than he did with Thug. He respected Birdman, Thug, and them, but yeah, he chose his side. So when they fell out, Birdman tried to put what he did put. Well, I can't say like it's facts, but the situations did happen. I don't know who put who on who, but Rollo jumped in the beef and tried to get JT and them out the way. Send some dudes to draw down on JT, and this when JT was hanging with Curtis Snow. I remember Snow in the Bluff. He was hanging with Curtis Snow, and some fam goon niggas had draw down on JT, but they didn't delete JT or Curtis. They didn't delete him, so JT like, I gotta get y'all niggas up out the way. And that's when Rollo did that video with Lil Durk in Atlanta, but they did it in JT Hood. So that's when JT had to bing, 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 and get them boys up out of there. They try to hit Rollo, but, you know, bullets went everywhere. Dirk probably thought that was for him, but that wasn't. He was just standing too close. I don't know if Rollo told you what was going on, but yeah, he had a lot of shit. I don't even understand why he didn't even bring you right there. But he must have thought that JT wasn't going to get down. I don't know if he thought that when they drove down on him and Curtis, that it scared him straight, but nah, they made him turn up. So nah. So Birdman got that type of behavior in him. It's the same old pattern. So what if Wayne thinking about that? Now, what I'm saying about Birdman, it's all alleged, and you know, I ain't saying none of this is true. Everything I'm saying, I'm lying. But what if Wayne thinking about, hey, you try to knock me off? I think you had something to do with my daddy. You try to play with my money. You been fucking over me for the past since I was little. You never know who in his corner telling him all this shit. Like, your loyalty for Birdman is too strong, and he don't show you the same energy. He think all he got to do is pay you the money, and you supposed to, you know, act right. But the money don't really matter like that when you already getting paper. So you'll want your money, but the respect, you lose it. Still got love for him. You still love him, but the respect, We seen when Wayne was on stage on the Hot Boy tour when Birdman get to talking, he walk away, turn his back on him, tell the DJ, hey man, play the next song. He ain't even trying to hear what Birdman talking about. So just like how Birdman told Turk, we fuck with you when we want to fuck with you, that's what Wayne been telling Birdman, nigga, I fuck with you when I want to fuck with you. But Birdman laughing like, nigga, I got a new Lil Wayne. I got Young Boy. So, nigga, you leave. You don't want to get this money with us. Nigga, fuck you. NBA rich game. It ain't no Young Money no more. It's NBA rich game. Rich game never got to a top tier level because the situation took place with Nut, Rich Homie Quan, and all that stuff. And Thug is like, fuck it, I go solo. Then y'all gotta understand how Wayne may feel. If it wasn't for me, Cash Money would have been RIP. Cash Money's still on float right now because of me. You got Drake, Nicki Minaj, and all them because of me. When you try to do it on your own, it never work out. It never go as planned. Think about it. People who wanted to come to Cash Money based off Birdman, they didn't sign after they read the contract. But it was still Wayne that made them want to be up under Birdman. So like now Drake, Tiger, Nicki Minaj, Young Money, that's Wayne. Everybody coming over there because of Wayne, not Birdman. It's just good that Birdman is there too though. Okay, now Birdman could have signed Yo Gotti. Well, he signed them. It didn't work out. Gotti read the contract. He took the money, flipped the money, and then bought himself out the contract. Right? Birdman could have signed Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates read the contract, didn't like what it said. Kevin Gates wanted to start his own label. He was inspired by Birdman. Didn't work out. Birdman signed Money Man. This not Young Money. This Cash Money. Money Man got the money. He got like 500,000, 600,000. He flipped the money because he was already playing with 400 grand, 200 grand, 250,000. I think like $250,000. Took that, bought some work, did some scams, whatever. Got about the deal. So every time Birdman, same thing with Rich Gang. You sign Thug, try to sign Rich Homie Quan, don't work out. Then Thug end up leaving. But Thug only wanted to sign with Cash Money because of Lil Wayne. He looked up to Lil Wayne, not Birdman. He was influenced by Lil Wayne. He wanted to be like and rap like and be around Lil Wayne. He took Birdman rap because that brought him closer to Lil Wayne. Wayne just didn't embrace him the way he wanted to. So he felt hurt about that. But if Wayne was never in Cash Money, Birdman would have never got Thug over there. Anything under Birdman, it don't work out. It may pop a little bit, but then it don't work out. But people there stay in the paint and get their best for Wayne. Like Wayne right now can start if he really wanted to be a CEO, like really cared about that, even though he is, but if he really like put his all into being a CEO, his label will be bigger than CMG. He'll be bigger than any other rap label. It's already bigger than all of them because you got Drake, Nicki Minaj. But Birdman still get a little bit of credit. You still get a little bit of credit on that because it ain't fully Young Money. You understand? But if Wayne said F sports, F rapping, and I'm going to focus on being a CEO, he'll get a lot of artists that want to be up under him. Because we see some results. We see Nicki Minaj, we see Tiger made a lot of hits, we see Drake, we see himself. Now, it was a couple of Young Money artists that didn't, But yeah. So Birdman, if it don't work out, and then Birdman, he'll luck up. So with YoungBoy, he lucked up. Atlantic gave Birdman YoungBoy. So he lucked up. Even though Birdman would have gave the millions that Atlantic wanted, but YoungBoy was already built up to what he is. That's why you already know what he could do. You didn't want to give YoungBoy all them M's in the beginning. You said he was gonna be the greatest, but you didn't present him with a crazy amount of money in the beginning with a good deal. You understand? So you waited until he showed what he could do. And now you like, yeah, I'll put up 30 million, 20 million, whatever y'all want, we'll do that. So Wayne can feel like you still afloat because of me. Because the work I put in the Cash Money and then my influence, that's what make people want to sign the Cash Money. Not because of Birdman. Nigga want to sign the Cash Money because of Wayne. Period. Niggas want business advice from Birdman. They want the business advice, but they don't want to really sign to do a record with Birdman. And it's nobody's dream to do no song with Birdman. We could do business to get money together. But it ain't nobody's dream, man. All I wanted to do was do a song with Birdman. Nah. But how Birdman felt about NBA, he ain't had that type of energy for Young Money. He'll crash out by that YoungBoy. It's you, anybody. going against him. He said anybody. That means so if Wayne was to diss YB, he says NBA YoungBoy, NBA Squad, and Rich Gang or nothing. He didn't say it's NBA Rich Gang, YMCMB, Young Money. He ain't say that. He says NBA Rich Gang. He don't promote. Birdman don't promote Young Money. So they not. Wayne can look at that like we not no real family. You don't never say Young Money no more. He used to wear the YMCMB shirts. He don't do that no more. It's Rich Gang, but don't nobody want to be no Rich Gang. You can get BG to sign a Rich Gang because he just want a new chain and some extra money. You can get BG to do anything. He just trying to play catch up because BG can't get big money without Birdman. He can't get that big tour money. BG don't get to going on tours without Birdman. You see what I'm saying? So, of course, BG gonna stay in pocket. He gonna stay in line. He know he don't want to be independent by himself. All these tours coming, he gonna be a part of. If he was independent and rocking with Birdman, he wouldn't be a part of none of that. He won't be getting no limit cash money or no hot boy tour money. That's a bigger bag than doing shows. When you look at BG Page, do you see him booked up 4 or 5 times a week? His BG schedule booked up every weekend, as far as like just club appearance. Is all the rappers in the game? How many rappers is really reaching out to BG say, I mean, I need you on this record, man. I need this shit to take off, and you got it. Like, I need your, influence on this record to make it go there. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, of course he gonna cash money it out, Rich Gang it out. Whatever the move is, he with that. He hoping YB say, let's do something. You know what I'm saying? He hoping YB say, let's do a tape together. That's what he really want, but he ain't gonna play it cool. He gonna play it cool. But yeah, man, all this shit I'm saying plays a part while Wayne may not with Birdman like how we think he do. The respect ain't there for him. You can't move him with money because he ain't like BG. He ain't chasing the bag.